Welcome to Zero Hour, where every mystery hides a terrifying truth.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
No traffic, no voices, no internet, no family, no friends, just endless silence. But what if being alone wasn't the scariest part? What if something was still watching you from above? Stay until the end, because this story will completely change the way you imagine the end of humanity. The year is 2157. My name is Ethan. For the last 6 months, I have searched every city, every highway, every hospital, and every military base, hoping to find another survivor. But every place tells the same story. Empty streets, abandoned homes. Nature has reclaimed the world. Every sunrise feels the same. I wake up hoping someone will answer my calls. Every sunset reminds me that no one ever does. Survival isn't the hardest part anymore. Loneliness is. Every day I search for food, clean water, batteries, fuel, and anything that can keep me alive for another day. Sometimes I speak out loud just to remember what a human voice sounds like. Today felt different. While searching an abandoned supermarket, I heard a loud metallic sound echo through the building. My heart immediately started racing. I slowly turned around, expecting to find another person, but the aisles were completely empty. Following the strange sound, I noticed an old military radio antenna standing above a nearby rooftop. If there was even the smallest chance that someone else was alive, I had to find out. I climbed to the rooftop, wiped years of dust from the old radio, connected the damaged power cable, and pressed the switch. Static filled the air. I grabbed the microphone and whispered, "This is Ethan. If anyone can hear me, please respond." For a few long seconds, there was nothing but static. I waited, hoping someone would answer. Just as I turned to leave, a weak voice suddenly broke through the noise. "If you can hear me, don't trust the sky." My heart froze. Before I could say another word, the signal disappeared. I rushed outside and looked up. The sky was perfectly clear, bright blue, peaceful. Nothing seemed unusual. Then, without warning, the wind stopped. Every bird in the city took flight at the exact same moment. Dark clouds began swirling together, forming a massive circle above the skyline. I grabbed an old pair of binoculars and searched the sky. At first, I saw nothing. Then a tiny black dot appeared high above the clouds. It wasn't moving like an airplane. It wasn't falling like a meteor. Every second it grew larger. My breathing became heavier.
Where are they?
The tiny dot slowly transformed into a gigantic triangular object emerging from the clouds. It silently blocked the sunlight, covering the entire city in darkness. Before I could understand what I was seeing, the enormous craft released a brilliant blue pulse that spread across the sky. Streetlights flickered on. Traffic signals suddenly came back to life. Giant digital billboards flashed with strange symbols before instantly going dark again. Then I heard it. A deep mechanical humming echoing through the empty streets. I ran down the emergency stairs and hid behind an abandoned bus. Slowly, I looked around the corner. A small floating drone with glowing blue eyes drifted silently between the buildings, scanning every street, every vehicle, and every shadow. It wasn't wandering. It was searching. And somehow, I knew it was searching for me. I held my breath as the drone slowly floated closer. Its glowing blue eyes swept across the street, scanning every abandoned car, every broken window, every shadow. For a terrifying moment, it stopped only a few feet away from me. I thought it had found me. Then, without warning, it silently drifted away. I didn't wait another second. I ran as fast as I could through narrow alleys until I reached an abandoned subway entrance. Deep beneath the city, hidden under years of dust and rubble, I discovered a massive steel bunker door marked with faded military symbols. Someone had built this place for the end of the world, and somehow, it still had power. With all my strength, I pulled the emergency lever. The giant steel door groaned as it slowly opened, filling the tunnel with dust and echoes of grinding metal. I stepped inside, using my flashlight to guide the way through the darkness. Suddenly, lights flickered on one by one. Old computers booted up automatically, and a giant holographic world map appeared in the center of the control room. A robotic voice echoed through the bunker, scanning for human life. My heart pounded as the system completed its scan. A single message appeared on the glowing screen. "One human detected." I stared at the display in disbelief. I really was the last human on Earth, or so I thought. Before I could process the message, every monitor in the bunker suddenly flashed red. A cold robotic voice echoed through the control room. Warning, unknown life form detected. My heartbeat stopped. Security cameras switched on automatically, showing several tall, shadowy figures slowly walking through the thick fog outside the bunker. They weren't running. They weren't searching randomly. They were coming straight toward me. Then the entire bunker shook violently. A deafening impact slammed against the giant steel door. The lights flickered. Emergency alarms filled the underground facility. Dust rained from the ceiling as another massive ooter struck the entrance. I backed away, unable to take my eyes off the door. Suddenly, the old military radio powered on by itself. The same mysterious voice returned, calm but urgent. "Ethan, you're not the last human." Before I could answer, the giant bunker door began opening on its own. A blinding white light poured into the room, hiding whoever stood outside. A single human-shaped silhouette slowly stepped forward. I took one cautious step closer, desperate to see the stranger's face. Just as the light began to fade, everything went black. The truth had been standing in front of me all along, but some mysteries are revealed only when the time is right. If you want to uncover what happens next, subscribe to 0 Hour, because this is only the beginning.